Hello, Chinook and Steelhead members. Bob Reese with the Guys Forecast, giving you a forecast for Wednesday, August 18th. Lower Columbia River, the ocean will again not be an option. There's a big swell. I'm not sure about the winds, but the swell is pretty big and just not a great place to be. So stay to the river. No reason to go outside anyway. There's lots of Chinook in the system and more to come. So hopefully you listen to the report. Fishing's been good. Tomorrow morning we're gonna have about 3 hours of incoming tide. There were boats that went and sat up on the buoy 10 line. Nobody was impressed with the catch at buoy 10 at first light. If you have a weak incoming push, you're not going to get that vacuum effect of getting near shore coho and Chinook into the system via a soft tide. So on top of that, there was, surprisingly, on these low tide exchanges, there was seaweed and jellyfish to foul the lines as well. So kind of disappointing. Not as bad as on the more extreme tide series, but nonetheless something we haven't had to deal with the last couple of days because it's a soft tide exchange. So hard to say. I'm not starting until 8:30 tomorrow morning. I'm not sure where I'm going to start. It might still be on the Washington side up by the bridge, but that hump bite above the bridge has not been impressive. The buoy 10 incoming tide bite was not impressive. It's just has not been a great incoming tide bite in the morning, so I don't think that's going to change. It's another weak incoming tide. You still may want to hold down by Chinook wing jetties to see if there's some fish that wash in the deep water. I think actually the best place to do it, and I would have done it this morning, except we were greeted with a northwest wind from the get-go, is to actually just go down and hold in front of Hammond. The green line stretch between Hammond and Social Security Beach was one of the more productive places this morning. I imagine that could very well be the same tomorrow morning. Keeping your gear deep. Some of the guys at Fish Spinners did quite well down there. I've kind of put most of my faith in bait, whole anchovies. No secret here, 25 to 35 on the line counter, 12 to 24 strips if you're stripping line out. I do some of both, but keep those anchovies turning in that incoming tide and do the zigzag approach to cover as much water side to side as possible. That's gonna be your best bet for the morning. And then if you're gonna start late or plan on fishing late and don't have your fish, I have a lot of faith that low slack bite's going to happen. But before that, just the regular outgoing tide from the campground up by the bridge all the way down to the tunnel should continue to yield good possibilities on that outgoing tide. It did well for us and for boats. Most of those boats are fishing that 24 to 28 foot water. I mean, it's bizarre to me that everybody follows each other down that same path. I've been going out to 38 to 40 foot of water, not fishing on the bottom, fishing the standard 12 to 24 strips, 25 to 35 on the line counter. We're getting fish suspended consistently in the deep water, so there's no sense in being a sheep and following everybody around. There's lots of good water, or if you want to, that's fine. I don't mind having that middle river all to myself. It's good fishing. And then again, if you're going to stick it out late, from about 3 o'clock, 3:30 all the way till 5:30, the last trickle of outgoing tide on the lower Desdemona tongue and the Chinook wing jetties and the red line all down in the lower estuary should produce good results again tomorrow. That'll be late in the outgoing tide. That'll be late in the afternoon, 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Hopefully the winds aren't problematic. They kicked up a little bit around 3 o'clock today, but by the time I got down to the lower river there, they were pretty calm, and the evening in front of Hammond was just flat out delightful. So fish weather has come to fail me on the wind forecast. So we had a good day fishing, wind weather wise and fish catch wise, and when is this guy gonna get out of my parking place. Holy cruise line, Batman.